We are friends, we are already into unit number 2, and this is second video in unit number 2. We are starting with the actionable claim today, and we are ending with actionable claim. We are going to learn only this definition today, right? Actionable claim, section 2, subsection 1. Actionable claim shall have the same meaning as assigned to it in the section 3 of the Transfer of Property Act 1882. What do you mean by this? हमने जीएसटी के पास गए और उसको पूछा, जीएसटी बता दो एक्शनेबल क्लेम का मतलब क्या होता है। जीएसटी ने बता दिया कि मुझे भी पता नहीं, आप एक काम करो, मेरे बुजुर्ग जो है ना ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट 1882 के, उनको जाके पूछो जीएसटी एक्शनेबल क्लेम का मतलब क्या होता है। सो एक्शनेबल क्लेम का मतलब ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट ने बता दिया कि एक्शनेबल क्लेम means a claim to any debt other than the debt secured by mortgage of immovable property or by hypothecation or pledge of immovable property or to any beneficial interest in the movable property not in the possession either actual or constructive of the claimant, which the civil courts recognize as affording grounds for relief whether such debt or beneficial interest be existent, accruing or conditional or contingent. Oh my God, such a big definition. Do you have to remember it? The answer is yes, you have to by heart this. If you are not understanding it, I am there to explain you what is this. Actionable claim means the claim to any debt. First you understand the basic meaning of it. The basic meaning means the claim which can be enforced by legal action. There is a claim with you which can be enforced by legal action. If someone is not responding, then you can claim by legal action. You can go to the court of law, and through the court you can get a notice and get the work get your work done. Now this is what is actionable claim. Let us understand the definition. A claim to any debt. Now the question is, debt is a actionable claim? The answer is no, debt is debt. But is there any claim on the debt? That claim will be called as actionable claim. Like for example, I have given to my friend, let us say 1000 rupees I have given to my friend with a mutual understanding that he will give me 1000 rupees after 2 days. With a mutual understanding we have done this contract. Now I have given 1000 rupees to the other person, and the other person, my friend, has not given me 1000 rupees on the second day. I say fine, he is my friend, he will give me on the third day. I again go to him on the third day, friend, can you give me 1000 rupees? He says, I don't have those 1000 rupees, I will give you later. After 1 year I go to him, see, you did not give me 1000 rupees, what can I do? Now that person says, kaun se 1000 rupees, I have not taken any money from you. Now this is called as actionable claim. You have the debt of him, you can get 1000 rupees from your friend, but you did not get it. That is actionable claim. You can take the action on such claims, right? Example, then other than the debt secured by mortgage of immovable property, such debt which is already mortgaged on the immovable property. You have a house. House is an immovable property. Home is an immovable property, right? So on that house you have taken a loan, and that loan is a debt, right? And can you take the claim on such debt? Can you consider such claims? No, that will not be considered as actionable claim, because it is already mortgaged under somewhere, right? Because we have taken it as a loan, either as a mortgage or as a hypothecation or as a pledge of movable property. Again, here they say immovable property, there they say movable property. It means wherever you go, whatever you do, see, if it is a claim on the debt, then that is called as actionable claim, right? If it is a hypothecation or pledge on the movable property, it is not a actionable claim, because they say other than these many things, or to any beneficial interest in the movable property not in the possession. You don't have that movable property in your possession, but you have the claim on over it, you have the debt over it. Can you take action on it? The answer is no. If I'm going more technical, let me give you an example. I don't have a flat in Mumbai. I don't have a nice flat in Mumbai. I don't have it. I don't have the possession of it. But can you take action against such claim on such flat on me? The answer is no, because I don't have that property. How can you claim the action, right? Next, either actual or constructive of the claimant. See, however you have the possession, do you have actual possession or the constructive possession? There are two such different things, right? Of the claimant, the person who is claiming this, he has to think all these things before considering that as actionable claim, which the civil courts recognize as affording grounds for the relief. Civil courts will consider this as, not the criminal court. Civil court will consider it as the affordable place or the ground for the relief purpose. If any suit is taken against it, then that will be held as void. Whether such debt or beneficial interest be existent, accruing, conditional or contingent, in any cases, on such debt which is not in possession will not be considered as actionable claim. Sir, you have spoken so much about the definition, give us examples. Here are your examples. I will tell you in simple words. Claim for arrear of rent. You have not paid rent in the previous months or the previous years. Then such rent is the claim that your owner will take against you, that is an actionable claim. These are the examples of actionable claim. Claim for the rent to fall due in future. If you are in possession of a property and there will be a rent in possession or in the near future, then you can take action against it. An option offered to purchase the property once sold. There are different kinds of sales. Let me tell you, friends, there are different kinds of sales. One of the kind of sale is sale after repurchase. I repeat, sale with repurchase. See, I am selling a property and telling the receiver, that the person who is purchasing it, I am telling that person that I will repurchase this after one year, after 2 years I will repurchase this. Now this is called as sale with the purpose of repurchase. Now in this case you can take the action. If the other person is not repurchasing it, it is an option. And see, we are speaking about option. We are not speaking about the rights or compulsion or duties, right? So if the other person is not purchasing it, let him go. But that option is there, right? He can exercise it. The benefit of a contract giving option to purchase the land. What do you mean by this? I repeat, benefit of a contract giving option to purchase the land. What do you mean by this? I will give you example. See, I am the builder, constructor, like I am the builder and I have purchased the land, and on that land I have made some segments, and I will put all these segments for the sale, and I will call the people, I will give the advertisement, I will call the people to purchase the lands, and the people will ask me, what if I purchase the land, what is the other benefit that I am going to get? Then I will tell that person that, see, if you purchase the land from me, then I will give you a separate borewell for you. I will give free electricity supplied for you. I will give you only electricity connection to you. You have to use it according to your own usage and pay the bills. I will give you free electricity connection to you. I will make sure that your accessibility is very much clear. I mean to say, I will give you the nice roads to reach your home. These are the three more benefits that I am giving for the person who is purchasing land from me. Now, what do you mean by this? I am giving benefit. I am giving benefit of a contract, giving option to purchase the land. See, I am only offering the land to purchase. I am not making it compulsory for the person who is purchasing that land. So if that person is purchasing land from me, then these three benefits I will give, right? So that benefit is considered as actionable claim. If let us suppose if any person comes and purchases land from me, and if I do not give him the borewell or the electricity connection or the road, then that person can take action against me. Now that is the claim that he has. Understood? Good. A book debt cannot be sold because it is not a good. A book debt. What is a book debt? The debt which is booked already by a person. Who person? The legal person, the registered person. It can be an individual, it can be a company, it can be any legal entity which is registered. Such a person who books a debt, right, that cannot be sold because it is not a good. It can only be assigned as per Transfer of Property Act, TP Act. What do you mean by this? Book debt means there is a, let us suppose there is a company called ABC Company Limited. ABC Company Limited has a debtor of 1 lakh rupees. Now that debtor cannot be sold, right? That comes under financial services, that is left after something else. We will not bother about that in the actionable claim because it is not an actionable claim. Hope you are understanding, right? Bills of exchange, promissory notes. What are these? These are the examples of actionable claims. These are considered as per the Negotiable Instruments Act. Okay, it is not a security also. Now we are speaking about this. The sale of immovable property is governed by the Transfer of Property Act. See, what we are speaking about goods and services, and in the definition of goods and services, both they have clearly mentioned that movable property is not considered. They are speaking about immovable property is not at all considered. Immovable property is governed as per TP Act. It is not governed under the GST Act, right? Let us not get confused. I repeat this point. Immovable property is not considered in the GST Act. If you are selling the land, if you are selling the building, GST is not applicable. I repeat, GST is not applicable on land and building. Other than this, if any other thing is defined as immovable property, such immovable property will not be considered as goods or services, and therefore GST is not applicable on it, right? Other than this, yes, GST is applicable. Actionable claim is also considered as a good, and that is also that also accrues the GST, right? The note, which is very important. Goodwill, trademarks, copyrights, patent rights, water, gas, electricity, decree of court of law, are all considered as a good. Even electricity, you cannot see it, but yes, it is considered as a good because electricity companies supply electricity. That is the the service that they are giving, but we consider it as a good, right? Goodwill, trademark, copyrights, patent rights, all these are intangible goods, right? We consider that as a good. Water and gas is also good, right? And then the decree of court of law, official order of the court. See, what do you mean by this decree of court of law? It means official order of the court that can be also considered as a good, right? Now, what is not an actionable claim? Following are not actionable claims. A claim which is decreed, a claim which is already decreed, it means the court of law has already given decision on it, and it is not considered as a decree under the court of law, which is already decreed is considered as not an actionable claim. And then relinquishment of interest of a member retiring from joint Hindu family business in favor of the members who continue to be co-partners of the same. The member who is retiring from HOF, the relinquishment of interest on held by such person will not be considered as actionable claim. Relinquishment of interest, the interest which the member has to give after retiring from joint Hindu family business, such interest, such claim on interest cannot be considered as actionable claim. Who continued to be, okay, the person who continued to be the co-partners in the business in the HUF, okay. The right to sue. See, right to sue is basically a right, it is not a claim, and therefore right to sue somebody cannot be sold. Right to sue somebody cannot be sold. The right to sue, the person who has it, only he has to exercise it. right? It cannot be considered as an actionable claim. And the last thing is a claim for private profits. A claim for private profits. It is not considered as a actionable claim. It is because private profits should not be made. Private profit is completely illegal, right? And therefore actionable claim is like a devil. So this is all about your actionable claim. In the next video we will see the other things in unit number 2, right?